Mr. Dee Bradley Baker! I have been doing this for a while. I've never seen a guest do a lap. That was impressive.
Well, I come from like children's theater, live performing and all that kind of stuff, and it's about connecting with an audience. That's what's fun, you know?
You connected, absolutely.
Without you guys, there's nothing happening here.
Come on now.
We just pack up and go home.
That is the absolute truth.
I'm glad you're
here. I love it, I love it. Let's jump right into this, sir. What drew you to acting?
Probably my sense of insecurity.
Okay.
And wanting to be liked.
That's honest, open. I love that.
And also, I like making things collaboratively. It's fun to make a story with other people.
Yeah.
And humans, I think, are fundamentally collaborative. We're also warlike, too.
Yeah, yeah.
We're kind of like a combination of bonobos and chimps.
Whoa.
You know, if you want to get into that.
No. You kind of solved something, actually. No,
yeah.
I think there's something real about that.
So I'm more bonobo.
Okay, all right.
I'm not so much chimp. So what a weird way to answer that question.
No.
But that's how I am.
It's thoughtful.
But yeah, I just got into it because it was fun. They asked me to try it, and I thought, why not? And the more I did it, the more people said, yeah, come and do this some more. Or I just wanted to, and so I'd make a show, or I'd write a thing, or I'd, try an open mic night, or audition for a musical, or stand-up, or improv. And it just kind of kept going, and it was fun. That's the only reason. I never thought I could earn a living at it. I never thought I could be an actor, do it professionally. I really honestly, when I was a kid, I thought actors are like, they eat cat food. They can't afford anything but like food that you buy for pets.
And you still pursued doing this, though, with that thought?
Well, I gradually came to see that you can earn a living doing what you love.
Okay.
By doing something that when you're less informed and you have a narrower, more naive view of what it is, if you follow it enough and it feeds your life, you can find a place where it works and where people will pay you to do what you love to do that you're good at.
What else are you into? Are you into gaming? Are you a reader? What's your personal
I read voraciously. I listen to a lot of audiobooks. A lot of them are memoirs of people that are interesting to me, like the Pythons, Monty Python troupe.
Come on.
They've got
Love
some
them.
great
Yeah.
memoirs because they're good writers.
Absolutely.
Or like Martin Short, Steve Martin. There's a lot of people that have really interesting flyovers that are well written about their life. I'm also learning bass, electric bass. I'm terrible at it, and it's a lot of fun. And I'm getting slowly better at it. But I think it's good to have something that you love that you're doing that doesn't bring you any money, it doesn't bring you any attention, and actually you suck at it. But you do it because you love it. That's what's important, is you do it because you love it, and you keep those fires burning. You can't just do something or do things because you make money. It's the worst. It's the worst incentive in the world. It's got to be because you love doing it. If money comes from it, it comes because you love it. Money comes from the enjoyment. Fun brings money. Money doesn't bring fun. It's not the other way around. I also am really into Halloween. I've got a site called creepyyard.com where I'm an amateur haunter, and I make a Halloween yard every year, and I do a walkthrough to show you how I make Halloween yards.
That is amazing.
I get no money from it. It's just nothing. It's just a stupid amateur haunter site. But it's creepyyard.com if you want to see what I've done. If you want to do it for your yard, it's really fun, and it's inexpensive, and my version is, well, you can see it on that website. And so I do that, and I also update my website, iwanttobeavoiceactor.com.
Come on, y'all, make some noise for that website. Yes.
If you're interested in acting or voice acting, I've put everything that, in a very long-winded way, I put everything that I've learned about acting and what I think about creativity and everything else. So if you're interested in voice acting or becoming a professional paid creative entrepreneur, shall we say.
Come on.
Then go to my website, iwanttobeavoiceactor.com, and it's all there for free.
Love that.
And so I'm doing that in addition to being a dad and picking up dog poop and
As one
cleaning
does.
up the kitchen, making dinner, things like that.
So
that's basically what I'm doing.
What about stepping into characters that have a legacy, like Daffy Duck? Was that something that was tougher because you had something to live up to, or were you like, nah, I can do that?
Well, it helps to be kind of cocky, young, and innocent. But yeah, I mean that's really from my improv training is you just take a swing at something.
Yeah.
And if it's something that you can hit, then it goes. And
There is something about me that is very, very Daffy Duck. It's very sort of uptight, often a little off the track.
and that I relate to Daffy Duck.
Of course.
Unfortunately, too much. I mean, I wish I were a clone, but I'm more like Daffy Duck. More like late Daffy Duck, where like he's kind of arrogant and thinks he's really special, but he always fails. I feel like I'm more than that, more like that than I am a clone.
I love it.
But there's something about the
Like my placement of my voice is it's kind of this annoyingly nasally voice it's what's up down to that like Daffy.
and just this kind of energy.
I love it.
That's just ready to come out, and I felt I related to it, and because Ivan Reitman was open to just casting fresh voices and not just who they had been using, and that he liked comedians. I suited the role.
When it comes to being an entertainer, was that something that your family immediately were like, yes, that's absolutely what you should do? Or did it take some proving?
Well, I think my folks thought becoming a lawyer would be a reasonable and sensible path for me, which I think I would have been a good lawyer.
Absolutely.
But I think I would have been a miserable lawyer. I don't think I'd be happy doing that. So fortunately, I wasn't under pressure to choose a career. I think I kind of knew that I could take my time deciding when I called my parents, and this was like in the middle of my early junior year of college, and said, "Mom and Dad, I think I've landed on my major." And they said, "Well, oh great, what is it?" I said, "Philosophy." And after a brief silence, they were like, "Great, that sounds great, son." So it's like, oh, all right. So I went and pursued this completely useless major that has actually ended up serving my life many, many ways, along with my minor, which was German, which got me to Klaus on American Dad. So thank God I didn't study acting. Thank heavens I studied philosophy and German.
But we're so very happy that you've done that.
Yeah, but you've gotta pursue what lights you up, what you love. You've got to drill down into that, what ignites you, and that will come back into your life. It can always be with you in your life.
What franchise's fans have been the most colorful that you've met in person?
Colorful fans.
Colorful.
Probably the most colorful fans are Adventure Time fans.
Oh!
There's a lot of color.
There is a lot of color in
Adventure Time.
Yes, there is. Yes, there is.
All kinds of color.
All the colors.
And,
all kinds of colors.
Yeah, that calls to a very funky bunch in particular, I would say. The Airbender fans are more spiritual and very creative. The Clone Wars fans are very disciplined.
Okay.
And
very structured
and moral.
Yeah.
I haven't really thought about categorizing fans.
This is a new one. We're in a new space here. Before we let you out of here, I got to ask you one last personal question.
Yes.
This is super deep. Describe to me your perfect slice of pizza.
My perfect slice of pizza, these days, because I'm an old man, is probably going to have cauliflower crust.
Okay.
And it's going to have grass-fed beef.
Come on now.
And it's going to have an ample supply of veggies and a sprinkling of grass-fed cheese and some organic tomato sauce.
I like that.
That's just the boring piece of pizza.
That's not boring. No,
it would probably cost like $30 to make the pizza. And it would be, that's a terrible answer, but unfortunately that's where I'm at.
No.
It's like if I can only lose 15 pounds, get me this pizza. It'll help me on my journey, my low carb journey.
I love it. No, but everyone should deserve the pizza of their choice, and it sounds like you have a very thoughtful one, and I hope you get as much of that as you can handle.
Thank you.
Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise one more time for Mr. Dee Bradley Baker.
Thank you for listening to me. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Let's all laugh at the duck.